Good day, everyone. I would like to welcome you all for this year's Career Guidance Orientation Seminar for Grade 11 learners. This Career Guidance Orientation Seminar is mandated by the Department of Education under the Republic Act Number 11206, otherwise known as the Secondary Career Guidance and Counseling Act of 2019. This program is to help, assist, and guide you, our dear learners, in choosing and deciding for a better career path. Since everything is all set, we should get started. We are grateful for this great opportunity to serve our purpose and thank God for all the blessings and protection. May we request everyone to pause for a while and have a moment of silence as we feel the presence of God and as we have our morning prayer. This will be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Lord, give us the courage to do and practice the value of punctuality and honesty, and also to be able to promote it to our loved ones, to give dignity and honor. Also, Lord, help us to bind ourselves together to do the Project Watch for the benefit of the young in our society. And finally, help us, Lord, to be an agent of change so we can do wonders for our country and leave a lasting legacy. We ask this through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Barbara Sher once said, every time you have to make a choice about anything, think that does this go toward or away from what I want? Always choose what goes toward what you want. Everyone, let us hear a welcome message from our very own guidance counselor, Ma'am Sheila T. Espanyol. A virtual applause, please.
My courtesy to our senior high school principal, Sir Rodrigo Cayanong, to our beloved speakers and facilitators, teachers, students, good morning. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. The implementation of the Grade 11 Career Guidance Module is an annual activity of Mintal Comprehensive High School. However, hindi lang tayo ang nag-i-implement nito, but the whole DepEd schools nationwide. The implementation of Career Guidance Program is also stipulated in the implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 10533 under Rule 5, which is the Career Guidance and Counseling Advocacy. Kaya, we are having this kind of activity kasi naka-DepEd memorandum siya. And at the same time, nasa Republic Act din siya. Para matulungan ang lahat ng senior high school students in preparing for a career that they want to pursue in line with their abilities, interests, skills, and values. So let us be grateful that we have this kind of activity and be thankful for the persons behind this activity today. As you will be empowered and will journey to the road to the right choice and reaffirm your tracks and strength, may these career activities help you improve your career preparation. So students, enjoy and have fun. God bless us all and good morning.
Thank you, Mchs, for that warm welcome. All right, let us kickstart the orientation with our first speaker who will talk about the road to the right choice. Ladies and gentlemen, the ever smart and inspired senior high school teacher of Mintal Comprehensive High School, Sir Rupert John Alicaya.
Right. Good morning. Am I audible, Ma'am Sia?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you for that very wonderful introduction. So I will be the first speaker for this morning session. I'll be talking about module number 1, which is the road for the right choice. Okay. So I have prepared slides. So module number 1, road to the right choice. As you can see on the next slide, we have different professions, no? After senior high school, some of you would like to be a policeman, some would like to be a doctor or a fireman or um, anything that you would like to be in the future. So it's very important for us this morning to know kung unsa ang pinakahaom, no, nga kuhaon nato in the future if we finish senior high school. So we will be talking about that. So when there are many factors affecting our career, our choice, no, the career choice that we have. So na mga factors diya nga nakaapekto sa atong pilion nga career. So when we talk about that, we have actually three ka mga factors affecting. Next slide, ma'am. So, but first question is what or who influenced your choice, no, to take the track that you are in now or strand. So di ba naiuban sa inyo ha, gisultian sa ginikanan nga mao ni kuhaa. Gusto ko mag-UMS ka, gusto ko mag-ICT, gusto ko mag EIM ka, gusto ko mag BPP ka, no? So mag-STEM ka. Na mga factors, naiuban sa inyo ha, Ang factor nga nganong gipili ninyo ang astran tungod sa parent, uban tungod sa barkada. So nagkalahi-lahi ng atong mga factors. Alright? So sure ko nga kamo karon nagunahuna mo ay bantog tama pod, bantog di ay nag-yums ko kay akong mga barkada nag-yums man. So isa na siya sa mga factors, okay? Next slide po. So it says that life is a choice. Our choices are influenced by different factors, mga takong giingon, no? One could be personal. When we talk about personal, imuhang kaugalingong pagbuot kung unsa ang imuhang career nga pilion. Ikaduha is family, no? Influensya sa pamilya. Ikatulo is social, could be friends, um, many things are around you. So these influences are unique to you and to your situation, meaning magkalahi-lahi ang ato ang mga gipili nga mga career because we have different influences. Dili tanan pareho og mga impluwensya og mauna nga dili ta pareho og career nga pilion. Right, next slide. Let's go to personal. Sa personal, next slide po. Sa personal, we have the skills and abilities. So you ask yourself, pangutan-on ni mong sarili, are you aware of your skills and abilities? Unsa kaya to ako mga skills no, abilidad para pag-abot sa panahon, mauni nga career ang akong pilion para mahaom sa akong abilidad ug sa akong skills. So when individuals are in jobs best suited to their abilities, they perform best and their productivity is highest. Tinuod, no nga kung ang imong abilidad nahaom sa imong gipili nga career, 100% ang imong performance pud ana is very really well no sa trabaho. Next, under personal, we also have your interest and personality type. So kita magkalahi-lahi man ang ato ang interest. It is also important to know our interest so we will know kung unsa ang dapat nga career nga atong pilion. So it says here nga according to Holland's career typology, most people are or have one of the six personality types. Naiuban sa tuwa, realistic. There are some na investigative, some are artistic, others are social, enterprising pod, and conventional. So it is said that knowing your personality will help you understand yourself. Tinuod yun na. It matters that your personality fits your career choice. Kay kung dili, dako na nga problema, no? Imong ginatrabaho, dili ka ganahan kay wala man kay alam, malimitahan ang imuhang performance because again, wala man siya nahaom sa imuhang abilidad. So di ba pag kita gani sa school, pagpabuhaton ta og mga activities nga wala tay interest or dili ta ganahan buhaton, di ba? Ang output nato is just mediocre lang. So-so lang. Simple lang. Pero dili gyud nato mahatag ang ato ang best because we lack interest. Okay? So ask yourself, do you know your interest and personality types? So pangtanong nimo sarili, unsa gyud ay akong gusto? Di ba? Ang uban diri na mga strand nga gipili karon pero actually hatud karon ba dili pa na sila decided kung unsa gyud. So dapat katong grade 10 pa lang mo kabalo gyud mo kung unsa ang inyong kuwaon sa senior high school. So kung wala man now nga naa mo sa senior high school, you really have to think many times kung unsa gyud ang inyong kuhaon. Kay lisod pod no kay lahi naman ta pag mag-graduate ang senior high school, lahi na po ng atong environment, lahi na po ng atong kalibutan. Not the same as in senior high school naman po. Alright, next. So, previous experiences. Now, past experiences, isa ni sa mga maka-impluwensya sa atuang desisyon. No? It is said that one aspect of social cognitive career theory addresses the fact that we are likely to consider continuing a particular task if we have had a positive experience doing it. So for example, sa una katong bata pa ka naka-experience ka og pamaligyag ice candy. or let's say na maligya ka og donut, no? Unya na enjoy nimo to nga trabaho, no? So maka-impluwensya siya kay since na naka-experience ato niya maayo ay imong experience, most probably ang imuhang kuhaon nga strand would be ABM. Unya pag human nimo senior high school, mo pursue kag career nga related pud ato. Pwede ka mag-business imo ang sarili or pwede ka mo eskwela college nga magkuha ka og mga accountancy related nga mga kurso, no? So especially pag na-enjoy nato ang atong experience, naka-learn ta, nag-succeed ang atong experiences in the past, surely maka-apekto gyud siya sa pagpili sa atong career in the future. Right? Next. Okay, under personal nga influence is childhood fantasies. Kani ba? You may remember this question from your childhood and it may have helped shape how you thought about careers then as well as later in life. Diba katong mga bata ta, naman jud tayo na gusto ko mahimong doktor, gusto ko mahimong teacher, gusto ko mahimong accountant, gusto ko mahimong policeman, di ba? So naadri pangutana, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? But that's one of the most basic questions that we have encountered when we were younger. No? Naagi ni mga inana na mangutana maski imuhang amigo lang katong bata pa ka mga unsa di mong gusto pagdako nimo. Gusto sa imong gusto mahitabo sa imong kaugalingon sa kurso imong gusto. Silingan or maginikanan man, ma-friends, di ba naka-experience kita mga pangutana ngayon ani no? So kani makaapekto pod kung unsa ang imuhang gusto mahitabo katong sa bata pa ka, imo naisip kung sa ka gusto nimo pagdako. Isa na siya sa ato ang mga influences under personal. Next. Okay. Aside from the personal nga influence, family. Kani family good no? Especially in the Philippines. It might not be true to other countries, but in the Philippine setting, kani nga factor is very kuan jud siya evident, no? Ang atuang mga career nga ginapili sa ubang tao ha dili pud tanan, but a lot of people have experienced this nga ikuha nila na ang kurso tungod sa pagbuot sa pamilya. Okay? Next slide. So, according to Clemena in 2002, ingon siya na the matter of choosing a career in the Philippine setting, daraw, is clearly a family affair. Diba? Tinuod yun, no? Mingon si mama o si papa, mag-doktor ka. Mao gyud, mag-doktor gyud. No? Mingon si Lola nga, ay, sa ato ang pamilya, tradisyon na nato nga, kita tanan diri, mahimong mga maestra o maestro. Mag-maestro gyud. Okay, family. Next slide. Parental influence. Many children grow up idealizing the professions of their parents. O kani, di ba? Sa amo no nga mga teachers, very common nga amo ang mga anak pod gusto pod mahimo mga teachers because they have seen us, no? Pag makita nila ang amo ang trabaho, ma-inspire pod sila nga mahimo ginana. So kamo pod naapod uban sa inyo diri nga ang mga ginikanan, mga pulis, nakita ninyo kung unsa sila magtrabaho, unsa ilang mga work ethic, no, di ba? Ma-inspired pod mo nga ay ako pod gusto pod ko mahimong pulis. Gusto pod ko mahimong engineer. Gusto po kong mahimong lawyer. Diba? No? How many percent of your career decision is influenced by your parents? Diba? Tagan kayo, no? So, even ang mga atong mga ginikanan karon, kana ilaha mga gipili nga mga profession karon, na impluwensyahan po na sila sa ilahang mga ginikanan, sa inyong lolo ug lola. So, it's a big factor. Good. Family is a big factor in choosing our career. Next. Kani, financial resources. Isa po ni sa pinaka-importante, no? Nga events that take place in our lives may affect the choices available to us and even dictate our choices. Financial resources. Kung daghang kwarta, di ba, maka-afford magpaskwela og doktor, lawyer, kana most probably mo gina ang career nga pilion, no? Pero pag tama-tama lang ang mga sweldo, tama-tama lang ang income. So, 'di ba? Lisod pod kung ato agyong ipugos pugso ng atong mga ginikanan nga mahimo tang lawyer, mahimo tang doctor. However, kung dili kaya sa inyong ginikanan nga mahimo mog doctor or lawyer, daghan na ta karong mga pamaagi na ate mga even ang atuang local government no na ay ah, scholarship. Kung gusto ka mahimong lawyer, actually one of our colleagues, kung naabtan ninyo si Sir Darwin Pulido, oh, he is a scholar of our city. Uh, Aside sa iyang pagka-teacher, nag-eskwela po siya og law. Scholar siya sa atuang city government. Mo na makita ninyo ang ihang naong sa TV, sa advertisement ni Inday Sara. That's because he is one of the recipients of the government's project nga scholarship, no? So pero sa inyong sitwasyon, kung maka-afford nga mo eskwela og mukuha og law, mukuha og mga kurso nga kuan, then you can. Pero pag dili pugson, naay daghang pamaagi. Okay? But you really have to make a choice kung unsa inyong gusto. So ang financial resources makaapekto gihapon sa pagpili sa atong gustong career in the future. Next slide. Family, beliefs, and tradition. Amo ni akong giingon ganina no nga um, sa inyo ha lolo og lola ilhanang tradisyon ingon sila sa pamilya halos gitanan sa atong pamilya mga teachers so kamo mag-teacher pud mo ha kamo mag-lawyer pud mo mag-engineer mo so it's like that family beliefs and traditions. Next slide. Social. So the first one na makaapekto is personal, no? Inyong kaugalingong pagbuot. Ikaduha is family and the last one is social. Okay? So what is social? Next slide. Kani uso kayo ni influence of media or technology. Media influence may have positive and negative effects tinuod, no? Sa atong mga nakita karon sa social media, di ba? Ang uban, well, let's talk about being a vlogger. A lot of people now actually are becoming vloggers, no? Because of the influences nga nakita nila sa halos daily nga pahitabo sa kinabuhi. Especially if you are fan of watching mga YouTube videos, ma-influence gid ka sa mga vloggers nga, uy, dali ra man day mahimong vlogger. Igo lang man day ko magbuhat og content inya daghan na kayo og kwarta. Most especially no nga some of the vloggers now are like flexing their mga income sa social media. So ikaw nga makakita ana, kaingon jud ka nga, uy, hala ka nice day mahimong vlogger. So mag-vlogger na lang ko, di ba? So sayang kung naunta mo yung chance nga mahimong doctor, lawyer, pero since na-influence man mo sa social media, so wala na lang ninyo gipurso, nag-vlogger na lang pud mo. The thing is, it's not really easy to be a vlogger, especially if you lack of ideas, no? Ang isip og content pa lang lisod na, 'di ba? Naabot mo sa punto if you have known nga ng mga vlogger nga boy tapang, 'di ba? Kung unsa na lang ilang ginabuhat sa ilang mga vlogs, no? So, lisod, you really have to think about that ha sa pagpili sa inyong career. Dili nagapasabot nga kung unsay makita ninyo og uso sa social media, mao na lang inyong kuhaon. Dili na siya mao ha. You really have to consider a lot of things. Okay, the world is very broad and we have a lot of choices for you to choose. Next, influence of friends and peers. Kanipod, no? Nasulti na ako ni ganina. Peer pressure is common among learners. Ay, naiuban, nag-EIM. Matingala ka kay, ano nag-EIM siya nga, babae man siya. Oh, it could be, kaya ang iyang friends pod na dito sa EIM. Niya, giignan siya, ay mag-EIM lang ta, kay bibo man ta diri. So naapil siya dito maski dili unta niya gusto, no? Naapoy uban nga nag-yums kay ang iyahang mga barkada sa grade 10 nag-yums man halos tanan. Oh, nag-yums pud siya. So inana no makaapekto gyud ang mga friends nato at ang mga peers. Now, who among you will choose the same course as their friends? 'Di ba? Kamo pod inana pod mo no? Pero again, depende sa factor. It could be your parents, it could be your family, and then social. Pwede po siya diri. Next, industry demands and expectations. Kani is also one of the biggest factors in choosing a career. No? Changes in the economy and resulting job market may also affect how their career develop. Considering the demands and expectations of industries before coming up with their career decisions. Um, for example, sa panahon karon, 'di ba? Uso ang mahimong vlogger. So, nag-vlogger po tanan. Sa amuang time, um, some of us, ako naka-experience kog eskwela og nursing kay katong panahon na to, mao man ang demand. Daghan kayo nag-nursing, uso kayo mag-nursing. So somehow naka-eskwela po ko tungod ana. But then I realized nga dili dito mao gyud akong gusto, no? Dili gusto sa akong heart, dili gusto sa akong mind. So sayang lang kay nagkalas-kalas na kog kwarta dito. No? So dapat ako gyud ang giisip nga gusto gyud ko ma-teacher, dili ko gusto mahimong nurse. So mao na pag ang industry nagademand karon kulang kayo ang nurses especially karon ha during the time of pandemic because a lot of our nurses maybe not all but a lot of them nga nag-stop gyud og work sa mga especially sa public hospitals because of the pandemic especially katong nag-start pa ang pandemic ang uban ni adtog laing country so ang demand karon sa nurses taas gyud kaayo so if that's the case oh, dahil ba sa inyo, ay, mag-nurse ko kay dali na ako makasulod ani og trabaho kay demand in demand man siya nga kurso. Okay? So that's what industry demands and expectations mean. Next slide. So as a senior high school learner, are you aware of the different professions and life choices? Oh, aware ba mo ato nila? No, nadrio entrepreneur, self-employed, business owner, or your own boss, ta? Do you know where to go after senior high school? You ask yourself, kung kabalo mo kung sa mga career nga pilian ninyo, kabalo na ba mo, asa mo to after senior high school? Next slide. Senior high school curriculum exits. So naatay upat ka curriculum exits. And I think it will be discussed more no by our next speakers. Naatay 8 ka modules by the way. So our curriculum exits, number 1 we have the employment. After grade 12 no, pwede mo manarbaho na employment. Middle level skills development, pwede mo kanaganing mag TESDA or mag-eskwela o sa gana siya kanang mga sa automotive, mga inana gani nga eskwelahan. Pwede po mo mag-business, no? Entrepreneurship. Pwede mo mag-negosyo og inyong sarili. No? Even karon na ating mga estudyante no nga nanay mga business nga ilahang gina venture. So maayo kayo nga practice. And lastly, we have the higher education. Pwede mo mag-proceed og college. Right, next. So here are some mga careers nga pwede ninyo pagpilian kung inyong gusto is related to medical and health. So here is the list. Next slide. Oh, we have nursing, medicine, medtech, no? Medical technology, radiology, kaning ang trabaho ani nila mauning sa kanaganing mag assist sa inyo ha pag magpa-x-ray mo. Ana mao na siya. Nutrition, pharmacy, optometry. Next slide. We have dentistry, respiratory therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, midwifery. Ano magpaanak ni siya, no? Veterinary medicine. We have also, so that's under medical and health. After that, napatay lain na choices. Next slide. Engineering. Okay, especially sa mga STEM students, no? Katong ganina, pwede to siya sa UMS. Next one, engineering sa STEM related po ni siya nga mga choices. We have aeronaut aeronautical sa kanisa I think diri man sa mag-pilot. We have agricultural, chemical, civil, electrical, electronics, geodetic. So mga engineers ni sila, no? Mechanical, next, we have mechanical, metallurgical, mining, naval architecture, marine, sanitary. So that's under engineering. We also have business education and social work professions cluster. Pwede diri ABM, kaning social work, pwede po di yung musani. Example sa mga choices nato are accountancy sa ABM, criminology sa UMS, custom broker, guidance and counseling, librarians, marine deck officers. We have marine engine officers, professional teachers, psychology, real estate service, social workers. Mga to siya sa business, education, and social work. We also have technology cluster. Our choices are agriculture, architecture, chemistry, environmental planning, fisheries. Pero I think sa Compre, wala pa taaning sa strand kaning agriculture. Pero naani sa ubang cluster nato. Foresters, geology, interior design, landscape architecture, master plumbers. Muna siya under technology cluster. Knowing the right choice. Okay. Next slide. So, kani siya nga activity, ipasa lang ninyo ni sa inyong respective advisors, no? Ang buhaton lang nato diri is we have three ka mga blank spaces. So we have first choice, second choice, third choice. Sa first nato nga uh, box kaning under profession, life choices. Unsa to imong unang choice nga career? Butang nimo diha. Sa second choice, unsa imong ikaduha nga choice, no? Mag first choice ba, mag teacher ba? Second nimo mag police, third nimo mahimong nurse. So mo na ang inyong kwan ha. Butang diha sa ikaduha nga part, factors affecting the choices. For example, ang imong choice number one is teacher. Unsa man ang factor nga naka-influence sa imo ato? Family ba? Friends ba? Okay? And then insights and lessons learned. So kani siya nga activity, you may submit this sa inyong respective uh, advisors. No? Pwede po mo, di ba naaman tayo chat box diha karon? Pwede po ninyo i-share diha inyong mga answers. Okay? Next. So according to Martin Luther King Jr., ingon siya nga, if you cannot fly, then run. Kung di ka kalupad, then run. You can dagan ka. If you cannot run, then walk. If dili makadagan, lakaw. If you cannot walk, kung di ka makalakaw, then crawl, kamang. Okay? But you have to remember this. Whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. You really have to. Do not get stuck sa sitwasyon nga wala, nga dili productive, no? Nga wala mo'y makuha sa inyong future. Okay? I don't know if you have known the movie uh, sa to Z katong sa ito zombie gani nga Z, si Brad Pitt ang bida. World War Z. Thank you, Mamel. Kung nakakita na mo ana nga movie, na-line si Brad Pitt dito, ana siya nga, movement is life. Tinuod na, no? Movement is life. Kaya kung di mo mulihok, wag yung mahitabo sa inyong kinabuhi. So, timan-an ninyo na. Okay? So, I think that will be all for me. Thank you all for listening, and please stay still for our next speakers. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Thank you very much, Sir Rupert, for that powerful talk. I believe our learners are now starting to see the possible profession they want to pursue in college. For our attendance link, we will be flashing it on screen later on. All right, we are going to read some of the shout outs. Shout out from Bea Jean de la Cruz. Good morning, everyone. Another shout out from grade 11 Calatea, still from Bea Jean de la Cruz. Okay. So this time, another high caliber teachers of Mintal Comprehensive High School who will be talking about the topic, the star power within. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome on screen Ma'am Rio Merangel Dakuyan and Dr. Bibian Kempis.
Okay, once again, good morning everyone. So our topic for the module 2 is about star qualities. Okay, for this module, we will watch a video and also we will reflect on this. Okay, to start, what are the power within or the star power within you? So objectives of these modules are the following: determine the knowledge and skills needed in the different professions and life choices. Assess the knowledge and skills needed in the preferred profession and value the importance of knowledge and skills required in the profession. Okay, to start, let us watch this video. Okay, wait for. Okay, after watching the video, let us reflect on these following questions. What does the video tell you? Can you identify the different kinds of profession or job cited in the video? And what does it require for each profession job to perform her work successfully? So you will answer that questions later after watching the video. You can type here in the chat box your answers. Okay. Again, yan. Na.
Hmm. Hmm.
Diretso na. Okay. So, unsa yung reflection after watching that video? So, unsa ang pasabot ato na video? What does the video tell you? So, you can message or chat your answers in the chat box. Later, we will read your answers. Second, can you identify the different kinds of jobs cited in the video? Diba? There are lots of jobs cited there or diba na-experience niya unsa-unsa tong mga job iyang nakuha then iyang gitry. Then what does it require for each job to perform her work successfully? Diba napansin nato na first nag-hairdresser siya. But unsa ang nahitabo? Na putol ang dalunggan di ay. So, it means that we need to identify our job perfectly and we will perform it perfectly so that it will be successful. Okay, next. So, these are the following skills required for each and you can choose among here which skills are you preferred. Okay, first, natin yung ingon na, what do you mean? People skills. This means that when we say people skills, you can work with, help, entertain, service, or influence the actions of thinking people. It means it is the interactions among people. Kanina work, kanina skills, kay kanang dali ka maka-interact with other people. So it means that you have this personal effectiveness and interaction skills. More on sa tao. mas gusto ka mohalubilo sa ubang tao, more on storya. Pwede sa mga agents, sa may nana. Kung hilig kay ka sa storya, maka-influence ka sa other people, so you have this people skills. Next. So like this, 'di ba? Sa picture na nakita ninyo, 'di ba? They are talking with one another. So it means na mas maka-work sila pag makastorya sa ubang tao. Next. We have this data skill. So you can handle details, facts, numbers, records, or files in a quick and accurate way. So these abilities is you can use to effectively manage and use information, di ba? If you can handle the details, facts, numbers, accordingly accurate, therefore you can manage it effectively. Also, you can identify the different datas, or it is the skills more on datas. Yan ang data skill. Next slide sa picture, tingnan natin. Yan, di ba? More on focus kayo sila sa mga datas being gathered. So, based on na ilang gistadihan. Next. These team skills. Unsa ning things? Team skills. You can operate if mahilig ka mag-operate, maintain, or build machinery, or regulate or process equipments, diari ka. If you can understand and work with physical, chemical, or biological functions, mo ning ginatawag nato na team skills. More on kanang lihok, operate, you can operate, maintain, build, or with the use of equipments. So, diari ka karon sa team skills. So, as shown in the picture na, di ba, sa school nila, pwede na sa mga unsay mong gusto na work that requires your skills in equipment, machinery, diari ka. Next would be the idea skills. Unsa ning idea skills? You can solve problems and express thoughts or feelings in a creative or ingenious way. Therefore, this ability is you can use to the imagination to generate new ideas. So more on idea, using your minds. Dari ka ngayon, if kana imuhang feeling nimo kana imong skills na dira ka best, so naa kaning idea skills. It enables you to solve complex problems. Kay more on sige ni sila think unsa ang best solution, the imagination to generate new ideas. So it enables you to solve also complex problems. So the area na siya sa idea skills. So the area next slide. So there are shown in the picture the kids sa ilang school. They have the idea ngayon, ginaisip nila unsay buhaton nila within that block says. So you use the minds. Okay, to continue, here is Ma'am Vivian Kempis. Thank you everyone for listening. So the continuation for the module 2. Okay.
Am I audible, ma'am? Okay. I hope everybody is still enjoying listening to the skills, no? Honing your skills that best fits you. So let us continue with evaluation, directions. You are going to rate yourself with honesty. Your ratings will give direction for your own self-improvement. And then put a check on each column, either like me or not like me. The Likert scale legend below will serve as your guide. Remember, my dear students, don't compare yourself with your classmates. Every individual is unique. Each has his own, her own strength and weaknesses. Okay, so you have here people skills. Check if it is like me, not like me. Speaking, leading, selling, helping, negotiating. Computing, this is for data skills. Computing, checking, analyzing, researching, tabulating. Think skills, repairing, operating, inspecting, assembling, manipulating. Idea skills, expressing, predicting, implementing, instructing, organizing. So please count how many like me and then put the total in like me column and then count again not like me. Put it under the column of not like me. So which is bigger? So there. No, so according to the skills that fits you. And then you are going to send direct me your output. If not, in our GC. Okay? So here is the questions. What possible profession, career would fit into your skills? If you are done totaling, no, which skills fits yourself, then you are going to process this question. What possible profession, career would fit into your skills? And then what other skills do you need to develop to succeed in your chosen career? What steps do you need to undertake to achieve your dream profession? Okay? So put it in a whole sheet of paper and submit to our GC or direct message me. All right. Never stop learning because life never stops teaching. I think that's the end of Module 2. Have a nice day. Good day. God bless us all. Let us move on to Module 3.
Thank you, teachers, for enlightening the minds of our learners for that talk, which help and guide our learners in finding the career that fits their knowledge and skills. By the way, reminders to our dear learners, please avoid writing negative and offensive comments. Let us maintain the smooth flow of this orientation. Thank you. Information is essential in every decision making. Information is usually gathered from various sources to give a better picture of what we want to know and on what basis we are making such a decision. This time we will hear from this adept and high proficient engineer and teacher who will present to us several sources of information about career choices that could influence or modify the decisions we make for our future. Let us all welcome on screen Engineer Judy Gilo. Take it away, Ma'am Judy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Judelia Gilo. Okay, next one. Okay, Module 3 is it walkthrough. Um, okay, learning objective at the end of This session walkthrough, the participants are expected to 1. Describe the session flow, the methodologies and activities to be used in the session. Number 2. Next, ma'am. Next, ma'am. Asa ba ito? Okay. Okay, provide feedback. I know. Number 2, provide clarify issues that may arise in the implementation of the SG. Number 3, demonstrate skills in the administration of the Module 3 through micro-demo teaching. Number 4, provide feedback on how to improve the strategies employed during the micro-demo teaching. Okay, this is the key understanding of this module. This is a continuation of Module 2. It aims to strengthen the decision of the learner. It focuses on the sources of information relevant to the curriculum exit. Module 3, reaffirming the chosen track. This is the open source where you can find the way you apply or the way you select your course, no? Okay, introduction. Formation is the essential in every decision. Making information is usually gathered from various sources to give a better picture of what we want to know and on what basis we are making such a decision. This module presents several sources of information about career choices that could influence or modify the decision we make for our future. So at the end of this module, the students are expected to, number one, determine the different sources of information relevant to curriculum exits. Two, evaluate the different sources of information relevant to their preferred curriculum exits. Number three, match the knowledge and skills to the job market demands and possible curriculum exits, and value the importance of a chosen track strand. The next. Okay, what are the sources of career information? So what are they? So one is the school guidance office. So this is it, where you can ask for some guidance, no? Yes, school guidance office. This it is managed primarily by a registered guidance counselor, as mandated by RA 9258. Uh, RGC implements a career guidance program which provides the following services. A. Career counseling to both individual and groups. B. Administration and interpretation of career tests. B. C. Referral placement or research. And D. Information and orientation services. So the department, through its partnership with the industries and private entities, may provide the needed labor market information in coordination with the Department of Labor and Employment, or the DOLE. So this is it. The K to 12, kaya mo, trabaho, negosyo, kolehiyo. So trabaho. Dito tayo sa trabaho muna. Okay, the DULI, which is the Department of Labor and Employment, is a national government agency that envisions that every Filipino worker attains full, decent, and productive employment. So, ang katong gustong manarbaho, mo apply lang diring dapitan kani nga agency. So magpa-member diri sa DOLI. So the Bureau of Local Employment, the BLE focuses on the local employment promotion and administration. Maoning pag mag na naka-employ pa nakaaning nga bureau, so naanay sila programs and projects which is Project Jobs Fits, Labor Market Information, and Field Job Net. So, dirita sa Project Jobs Fit, the DOLI or the DOL 2020 visions on protect customs jobs fit was based on researchers information gathering and networking with key stakeholders, meaning na kay mga stakeholders from the government. For example, from barangay or PTA president, mao ni mga stakeholders, no? Okay. So the BLE project Jobs Fit, it was carried out to provide efficient employment facilitation services and respond to the prevailing skill and the job mismatch underlying the unemployment and underemployment problems in the country. So mauna ni siya. Okay, the labor market information or the BLE. The project's job fit resulted to the formulation of the Labor Market Information or the LMI, which provides timely, relevant, and accurate signals on the current labor markets, such as in-demand jobs and skills shortages. So, the BLE or the Labor Market Information, this includes the material is part of the commitment of the DOLI to support the Career Guidance Advocacy Program, which seeks to promote career guidance as tool in assisting job seekers, particularly students, in making informed career choices. So this is it, Bureau of Local Employment or the www.fieldjob.net. The Bureau of Labor Relations. When you say the Labor of Bureau Relations focuses on the administration and enforcement of laws pertaining to labor management relations. So, mao ni siya kung paunsa ka magtrabaho dito, paunsa ka nag-manage at that group of company, mao ni ang imong bureau nga kadulan, no? Bureau of Labor Relations, no? So the Bureau of Workers with Special Concerns. So the BWSE SC focuses on the protection of workers, namely the self-employed workers, the informed and rural workers, women workers, young workers, working children, differently abled, the older and elderly workers, and workers in the personal service of another. So the Bureau of Working Conditions. So naapo din ni siya include, no? The Bureau of Working Conditions focuses on the administration and enforcement of laws relating to labor standards. Meaning, naa dito ang labor standards conditions no in this bureau. Next. Then next, the International Labor Affairs Bureau. The ILAB focuses on the international labor and employment concerns. Kung unsay imong mga concerns, pagtuwa ka sa, if example, you are an OFW, so naatay mga agency nga kaduulan, no? International. Okay. The Philippine Overseas Labor Offices, mao ni siya ang POAE, no? Acts the operating arms of DOLE or DOLE and their respective geographical areas for the administration and enforcement of duly adopted policies and programs of the Department of on International Labor Affairs. Then we have also Employees Compensation Commission or the ECC. The ECC focuses on the occupational safety and health in the areas of prevention, compensation, and rehabilitation. The Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, so the OWA. Ang OWA, murag na ana sa magsaysay, no, in this town, in this city. Okay? Focuses on the administration of the welfare fund for the overseas workers to be used for social and welfare services. Okay, we have also the regional and field offices. The regional offices and field offices are the operating arms for directly implementing the plans and programs developed by the Bureau and administering and enforcing labor standards and laws. Mao ni siya ang ilang functions. Next, please. Okay. Okay, the POA focuses on overseas employment programs, protection the rights of migrant workers, and regulation of private sector participation and recruitment and overseas placement. So mao ni ang POAE. Next, please. Okay, TESDA. The meaning of TESDA, which is Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. The TESDA manages and supervises technical education and skills development in the country. It is the leading partner in the development of the Filipino workforce with world-class competence and positive work values. So you can also go to TESDA. Okay, nag-provide ang TESDA equitable access and provision of TESDA programs to the growing TVET clients, or TESDA continues to undertake direct training provisions. Next, please. So, also ang TISDA, there are 4 training modalities. Number 1, school-based. 2, centered-based. 3, enterprise-based. And 4, community-based. So, magpili lang ka aning upat. Next, please. Okay, training are done with TISDA infrastructure in place of 57 57 TESTA administered schools, 60 training centers, and enterprise-based training through DTS, apprenticeship and community-based training in convergence with the LGUs. The government agency can be reached through its website www.tesda.government.ph. Okay, the Civil Service Commission. So, the Civil Service Commission is the human resource development department of the government that promotes morale, efficiency, integrity, responsive, and progressive and courtesy in the civil service. So this government agency can be reached through its website www.cac.government.ph. Next, please. Government Employment Service Office. So the Public Employment Service Office, or the PESO, is a non-fee charging multi-employment service facility established through Republic Act 8759, otherwise known as the PESO Act of 1999. Naani diha sa City Hall ang PESO. Okay, ma'am. Okay, Public Employment Service Office. This office carried out full employment and equality of employment opportunities for all the local levels and established in all capital towns of provinces, key cities, and other strategic areas. Okay, next please. Anak napatay. Public, asa ba man si ma'am? Okay, sa K to 12, kaya mo kolehiyo. So, next is the trabaho, negosyo, kolehiyo. Okay, kolehiyo na tayo. Next, please. Oh, the Commission of Higher Education, mao ni siya ang in charge sa college, no? Ang CHED is the agency that focuses on the Philippine higher education system to build the country's human capital towards the development of a Filipino nation as a responsible member of the international community. Next, please. The Professional Regulation Commission, or the PRC. This agency regulates and supervises the practice of professionals who constitute the highly skilled manpower of the country. Next, please. 5 minutes na lang. Kaya, sa K to 12, kaya mo negosyo. Okay, sa negosyo na tayo. Next, please. Okay, we have here an agency, the DTI, or the Department of Trade and Industry, which tasked to foster a competitive and innovative industry and services sector that contributes to job generation and inclusive growth and to advance the rights and responsibilities of consumers. So that's the task of DTI. Evaluation. Okay, we have here the evaluation na. Okay, my career information sheet. So this will be your assignment, no? Everybody must submit that to your advisor, no? Okay, distribute the career, oh no. Next, please. Okay, this one, my career information sheet. So, you have to fill up this one and submit it to your concerned advisors, no? Next, please. Okay, assignment. Okay, mauna na ang assignment. Instruct the learners to share the career information sheet of their parents, guardian, and significant others. Okay, both students and parents, guardians will affix their signatures in the activity sheets, no? Next, please. Okay, in your journal, write implications of what you have written in your career information sheet. Let the learners take home the fit me right. Okay, next please. Okay, simulation. It's your time to shine. Okay, bye. Okay, how did you find the activity? Number two, what have you learned from the simulation? What teaching strategy was used by the facilitator? Next, please. Okay. May I end my presentation with this? Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. By Malcolm X. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mom Judy, for that very enlightening talk. I think our learners are still craving for more. Are you still craving for more guide and directions from your teachers? With this, we will listen from these two equally brilliant teachers in their fields who will guide you, our dear learners, in finding the right career path to trudge in college. Let us all welcome on screen Sir Alex Gabriel Dagatan and Ma'am Leah Jennifer Paris.
All right, thank you, Ma'am Gay. Good morning, pala students. So I am Alex Gabriel Dagatan, and I'll be discussing about the module 4, which is about Fit Me Right, which is more on parents na influence sa atin in our choosing our careers. All right, module 4, next slide po. So Fit Me Right, empowering the support system of my career choice. Okay, reminders. Next na lang yan, ma'am. Okay, objectives. Objectives of this module 4 is at the end of this module, you are expected to first is to discuss the roles of parents, guardians, and significant others in pursuing their preferred profession, vocation, or future. Second is to evaluate the abilities, skills, roles of parents, guardians, and significant others in deciding for profession and vocation. And lastly, to express the commitment to pursue the chosen track or stand. So yan yung mga ano natin, objectives for this module. So walk to remember. So procedure, I'm going to read some statements, 10 in fact, and you're going. This activity actually is parang more. You're going to do this sana in face to face, but since hindi tayo face to face ngayon, I'm just going to ask you to answer in the comment section sa ating live. Answer yes or no if you agree with the statement. So ayun, I'll just give you 5 seconds when the question is flashed on the screen to answer yes or no if you agree or not. All right. So next slide po. So are you ready, guys? So first is your parent guardian sparks your motivation in discovering your passion. So you may answer on the comment box sa ating ano. So na ang parents nyo ba is nagbibigay motivation in your discovering your passion. So sila ba yung give ng motivation in choosing your track sa pag grade 11 or senior high school nyo? So did they spark your motivation in choosing your track ngayon? So meron bang yes? I think merong yes, merong no. So siguro your parents did influence kung ano yung napili nyo na ano, napili nyo na track. So sila yung ito yung piliin mo na ano na strand or track. And then merong iba na nag-no, siguro kayo talaga yung nag-choose ng own nyo na ano. So ayun siya. So I know na some of you merong yes, merong no. So ayan. That it is for si Danessa Jane Panabia. She said yes. So her parents sparked motivation in discovering her passion. Meron ding iba, yeah, si Casey Mel El Tagunde, she said no. So maybe she own niya na decision or own motivation to in her choosing of her own track. Ayan, next po. Okay, your parent guardians give direction and guidance in choosing a career path. So, did your parents like help uh, or guide you na ito maganda na track or ito na maganda na strand or ito best to siya kasi marami siyang maraming jobs na available for this. So, again, write your answers below or sa comment box if your parents did help you in choosing or guide you in a career path na napili nyo. Oh, meron si Camilla Jane, rather. Uh, her parents, yes, did guide her in choosing her career path. Meron din nagsabi no. So, yes, merong iba na yes, merong iba na no. So, siguro yung mga nag-no na answer, own na nila yun. Ito yung pipiliin ko na career path. Ayan. So, next po. So, number 3. So, your parent guardians give worries from their unrealistic expectations that may cause failure. So, ito siya, maybe some parents na, oh, dapat top ka, dapat malaki grades mo, or dapat doctor kapag ano, or dapat teacher kapag laki. Ganyan. So, meron bang mga ganito na students na naka-experience na they give worries or unrealistic expectations na maka-fail sa inyo? Meron? Merong hindi. So, maybe your parents, like supportive talaga sila. Kung hindi kaya, okay lang yan. At least you give your best. Yun yung important. You gave your best. Okay. So mostly sa ating mga students, they said no. Meron ding nagsabi na yes. Siguro nga na pressure sila sa kanilang mga parents na ganito dapat perfect, dapat mataas ang grades, ganyan. Okay, meron ding students na okay lang, at least you gave your best. So ayan. So number 4 po. Okay, your parent guardians influence you on your career outlook. So, did your parents like influence kung ano yung magandang career? Ano yung magandang path na magandang kunin? So, did they influence you on your career outlook? Just answer sa comment box. So, siguro nakaano sila na ito nursing maganda, ito being teacher maganda, itong being programmer maganda, mga ganon. So yes, some did say yes na their parents gave some outlook or they influenced their outlooks on their career path or career outlook. Okay, so number 5. Okay, number 5 is your parent guardians influence you of their ideas or views that existed during their day. So ito siguro on their time, maganda yung ano nila, like their jobs gave like good life, maganda ang sweldo, ganyan. Or ito kay din demand. So on their time. So maybe at that time, naisip mo na maganda siguro to kasi good career path, maganda yung life ng aking parents, ganun, or ng ibang tao. Okay, so mayroon nagsabi yes na naka-influence nga yung may share yung mga parents nila na ito maganda to sa kanilang in their time. Merong iba na hindi ito maganda. So wag ka pupunta dito, wag kukunin dito. So merong mga iba na nagsabi yes and merong mga iba na sabi no. Alright. So next po. So your parents, guardians are interested in your well-being and success. I guess I think most of your parents naman siguro na gusto naman talaga yung well-being and dapat no na gusto nila na maging successful ang kanilang mga parent ay mga kanilang mga students, 'di ba? Na they want your best na makuha niyo yung mga gusto niyo. So, I guess mostly ganito yung case. They are interested in your well-being and your success. Siguro, some may say no, na parang neglected siguro sila. Meron na nagsabi no. So, sadly, but yun nga, porsigido lang. Pursue your um, gustong kunin. Alright. Next po. 7. So your parent guardians have the best knowledge of your interests and abilities. So I guess they do know somehow na you growing up, alam na nila na ito siya, magaling to siya in math, magaling to siya in English, ito, galing to siya in sports. So I guess, yes, most of your parents do know ano yung mga asan kayo magaling. Asan kayo yang kung ano yung pinaka best nyo na qualities and abilities. So, yun siya. From there, maybe your parents did start cultivate your abilities by, letting you, let's say for example, singing. So, pasali ka ng mga contest, mga ganyan. So, yes, may mga nagsabi no na hindi siguro nila masyado na kilala yung kanilang mga anak. So, maybe that's the case. Kaya hindi nila alam ano yung mga interests and abilities niyo. Alright. So, I guess, yan yun siya. Yes. So, number 8, your parent guardian spend time with you in cultivating your career interest and consideration. So, did your parents spend time with you in cultivating your career interest and consideration? So, did they
We have a technical problem, and so sorry for that. Now let's read shout out from our students. From Miyuki Salaver. Yes. Another shout out from Sir Joshua Barangay. Go, go, go. Comment your answers here. Still from Sir Joshua Barangay. Feel free to ask questions to our speakers. You may type it in here. Okay, Sir Gab?
Okay, sorry for that na patay yung aking laptop. So, ayun. So, number 8, again, is your parents, guardians spend time with you in cultivating your career interests and consideration. So, did they like help you na give time na ito maganda nga to na career o ito maganda to na interest or ito maganda to na path. So, did they give you time or give their time with you na to help find your career interests and considerations? So, meron ba? Oh, yes, meron. So, I think most or not all, meron nga no, na mga parents, ito, nag-give time talaga sa kanilang mga anak na ito, maganda to na path, maganda to na trabaho, or maganda to na ito na gawin mo. Ganyan. Meron, mostly nagsabi yes. And siguro, unfortunately, for na hindi nagsabi ng no, um, wala silang masyadong na pinabayaan ka nila kung ano yung gusto mong kunin. Meron ding ganon siguro. Ayan. So, number 9. So, your parent guardians say that they know best when it comes to the right career you have to pursue. So, meron bang parents na dapat ito kunin mo? Dapat uh, ito, dapat maging doktor ka, dapat maging teacher ka, dapat maging police ka. Kasi ito yung maganda. Meron bang mga ganyan? Yes? Okay. No. So, merong parents siguro na, yun nga, like I said before, na hinayaan ka nila, do what you think or take what you think na maganda for you. And meron din siguro na, kayo na bahala, basta masaya ka. Mga ganon. Meron. Sabi niya, na-adjud sir. So, si Danessa, no. So, meaning, siguro, pinabayaan siya ng, ikaw napili, anong magandang or gusto mong kunin. Basta as long as you are happy with your chosen track. So meron din siguro nag-yes na yun nga, ikaw ito maging doktor ka, ikaw ito maging teacher ka, mga ganun. Yes, sometimes so. Bye, Leo Jeff. Okay. Number 10, last. Your parents, guardians have less time or no time at all in answering your queries about career choices. So, meron bang case na yung parents nyo hindi kayo na sinagot kung mga tanong nyo na ano ba maganda anong course ang magandang kunin or anong path ang kailangan kong kunin ganyan. So, did your parents have less time or no time at all in answering your queries about your career choices? Okay, no. So, meron talaga, naglagay talaga ng time yung mga parents ni Francine na, uy, may mga tanong anak ko, so kailangan ko sagutin yun. Okay, no po, sir. So, that's good because your parents did have time in answering your queries about your career choices. So meron nag-yes. So unfortunately, hindi nakabigay ng time ang parents nyo. Siguro busy sila with their work or with their trabaho sa bahay. So ayun. So that's it. Yung 1 to 10 natin ng mga questions with regarding sa ating parents. So let's talk about it. Ayan. Next is the questions, so processing questions pa. So how did you feel about the activity? So with those questions ano natin nadaanan natin, ano yung na-feel nyo sa activity na yon? Siguro next question pa. Siguro na sad kayo na na-realize ko na ganito pala yung parents ko or na-realize ko na bait pala ng parents ko because they really supported me. Second is, do you think you are getting enough support from your parent guardians regarding career choices? Why do you say so? So, yun yung mga points to ponder siguro, questions to ponder na with that activity. All right, so next one. So, let's get moving. We're going to show you a short video lang naman regarding sa isang student na nahirapan magpili ng course. All right. So we're going to show a video clip. Just wait a moment. Ayan. Ayan pa.
Alright, oras po natin sa buong kapuluan, 18 minutes after 6 o'clock. Dito tayo sa numero 1 public service ng bayan sa umaga. Biyayang may tuturing na makatungtong sa kolehiyo. Pero paano na lang kung ang nag-aaral ay ayaw ang kanyang kurso?
Kurso. Hindi niya kursunada ang kurso niya.
Yun. Yan ang problema sa solusyonan po namin sa pambansang serbisyo publiko ng mga maagang gumising ang dalubhasa.
Buti ba partner, basahin na natin ang sulat ng ating letter sender. Dear Sir Erwin and Sir Martin, next year I am going to college. My parents, who are both lawyers, wanted me to follow their footsteps. In short, they want me to take up law. Pero ayaw ko po maging lawyer. I want to be a nurse. But when I told them that I wanted to enroll in a nursing school, nagalit sila. Ano daw ang mapapala ko sa nursing? Ano papakain ko sa mga anak ko? Scalpel? Pati GF ko, gustong maging lawyer ako. How will I convince everybody that I want to follow my heart, but at the same time, I don't want to disappoint my parents? What should I do? Sincerely, pressured son.
At
Alright, so sa napanood yun na yung tao na yun siya is na-pressure siya sa kanilang mga parents na dapat law nga yung maging lawyer nga siya, pero deep inside he wants to become a nurse. So mga ganun na even her girlfriend na nag-side sa kanyang na parents na he should take up law, but deep inside really wants to take nursing. So yun siya. Processing questions po is Who among you can relate with that, with what is shown in the video? So sino yung makarelate sa video na ito, dapat ito kunin mo kasi wala kang mapala dyan? Sino dito? You can comment na siguro na, ako po. Ganyan. So maybe some dito na ito na pilitan sila na kunin mo to na strand, kunin mo to na track kasi dito maganda to, magandang trabaho dito. Ganyan. All right. So, do you think parent guardians have big roles in the pursuit of your career choice? So, do you think? I think yes. Meron talagang uh, influence ang ating parents in choosing a nurse. So, kasi like yung sa video, uh, pinilit nga siya to be a lawyer. Pero deep inside, he wants to be a nurse. So, siguro maybe ano siya, ma-push siya into be a become a lawyer. So, that could say na meron talagang big roles in the pursuit of your career choice ang ating parents. So, those are our processing questions. So, helpful tips will be continued by Ma'am Leia Paris po. So, thank you guys for listening at my part. I'll be giving my the floor now to Ma'am Leia Paris.
Good morning, everybody. Are you still alive? Hoping you're still alive, no? We'll just make this presentation as quick as possible. Okay. My topic or my task is to discuss with you, the mga gagampanin ng magulang sa pagpili ng karera. It means gagampanin the roles of parents in choosing your career. So I know, I'm speaking as a parent, and I could feel, no, that, or I really believe that parents should be involved in choosing your career in the future. Okay, next slide. So you deserve to know the roles of parents. Okay. For the statements to be shown on the screen, just type agree or disagree. Okay? Claro ha? Agree or disagree. Okay, item number 1. Kukunin ko as a parent ito ha, or kukunin namin ang tiwala ng aking or aming at gagayakin ko ang aking anak upang pag-usapan ang kanyang mga katanungan tungkol sa karera. Do you agree that your parents are doing this? Pinag-uusapan niyo ba ang mga questions about your chosen career? If you want to be a nurse, if you want to be a police, or whatever career, agree or disagree? May communication ba? Just comment, okay, on the comment section. Item number 2. Maglalaan ako or kami ng panahon upang pag-usapan ang mga mahalagang bagay tungkol sa karera ng aking or aming mga anak. Do you find time with your parents or your guardians na pag-usapan ang mga mahalagang bagay like what to expect in your chosen career? Halimbawa, gusto ninyong magdoktor. No, some of you would like to become doctors. Pinag-uusapan ba ng mga are you talking about it with your parents kung kaya ba financially, or ano yung mga process to achieve that kind of career? Agree or disagree? May time ba kayo for that? Next item. Agree. Sandara, agree. Good for you. Okay, Baby Jane Manduboyan, you also agree. Very good. Next, tutulungan ko or tutulungan namin ang aking or aming mga anak na matuklasan ang kanyang silakbo ng damdamin or passion, na interest at kakayahan pagdating sa pagpili ng karera. So it's also related to what Sir Gab was discussing earlier. Are your parents helping you to find your passion? Yes, agree. Warren. Okay, very good. Agree. Very good. Swerte kaayo. Number 4. Hihikayatin ko or namin ang aking or aming mga anak na magsaliksik patungkol sa napiling karera sa pamamagitan ng pakikipag-usap sa mga taong may kaparehong kurso at trabaho. Have you experienced this? Or do you agree that your parents or guardians are encouraging you to interview or to have some information about your chosen career para to have more information? Agree or disagree? Nabuhat na ba ni mama, papa? Okay. Raylin Cañete, agree. Wow, so far nag-agree sila lahat. So that's a good sign, no, that you have an open communication with your parents or guardians. So I think na parang you don't, those who have agreed are equipped with support and information. Okay, next item. Kikilalanin ko or namin ang kalakasan, the strengths, kakayahan, at kahinaan ng aming anak at susuportahan ko or namin siya sa kanyang magiging desisyon. So, agree ba kayo na aware ang mga parents or guardians ninyo na ano yung mga strengths? Halimbawa, sa subjects, ang strength ninyo is in English. Aware ba sila dyan? At saka yung mga weaknesses, maybe in math. Tapos, whatever your decision, kasi mahina ako sa math, ayoko mag-engineer. Agree. Alfredo Presbitero, good for you. Okay. Number 6, hihimukin ko or namin ang aking or aming mga anak na tuklasin ang iba't ibang karera na pwedeng pagpipilian na nakabatay sa kanyang kakayahan, kalakasan at interes. Are your parents or guardians showing you some options na that would match your strengths, your capabilities? Naba? Nabay gipang hatag na options? Agree. Okay, very good. Shy Tumala. Agree. So far, wala pang nag-disagree. And for me, it's a good sign. Okay, next item. Magpaplano ako or kami kasama ang aming mga anak at sa posibleng hakbang na gagawin kung hindi kayang tustusan ang karerang napili. So have you ever discussed na gusto daw niyang halimbawa, mag-pilot? Tapos naba mo'y plan A, plan B? Do you agree na na-discuss niyo yan with your parents or guardians? Irish, agree. Okay, good. Wala dyan nag-disagree. Agree gid sila tanan. Si Danessa Jane Panaba. Okay, next item. Susuportahan namin ang aming mga anak sa karerang napili sa pamamagitan ng pagpapalakas ng kanyang loob na kakayanin niya ang anumang hamong dumating. Okay. So, do you have the all-out support of your parents and the assurance that no matter what happens, andyan sila? Agree? Okay, Don Sia, agree daw. Next. Do you think you were able to get 100% support of your parents with regard to your career choice and curriculum exit? Yes or no? How many did you answer agree or strongly agree? Halos man lahat, no? How many did you answer strongly disagree or disagree? Wala. So far sa comments, wala pang nag-disagree. Okay. What does the result say about the support of your parents or guardians? So, I think it's very positive from this session because most of the comments say that, oh, strongly agree pa gid si Maria Cristina Elie. Okay, do you think the list of roles of parents in your career choice and curriculum exit enough? May mga nakaligtaan pa ba akong mga items? Okay, so far wala siguro. If not, can you point out another role of parents in terms of career choice and curriculum exit support? Okay, I'll give you 2 seconds to comment. So wala man yata, no? So what does the results say about your abilities and skills? Do you think you are equipped with all the factors needed, your abilities and skills, and your parents or guardian support to sustain your preferred career? Justify your answer. So you can comment there in the comment section. So, in choosing your career, hindi lang yung gusto ninyo ha, of course it's important that it's your own decision and it's your own choice, but you have to check if you have the abilities, the skills, and most importantly, your parents or your guardian support in terms of finances, in terms of moral support, and all those kind of support that would help you reach your career goal.
It shows that they fully committed in me and they give full support in my career choice. Sabi ni JYT. Okay, very good. This is a very good feedback. Okay, let's have now the application for 5 minutes, but we'll just make it as fast as we can. Next slide. Okay, so these questions or the task will be posted in the Google Classroom for guidance by each advisor. So these are the things that you need to answer. What significant insights have you gained through this module? So just a tip, no, it's more of the communication or agreement between you and your parents and guardian. Murag diha gyud umiikot ang ato ang mga insights. Okay? Second, are the support of your parents or significant others in your life very important in setting direction of your career path? Yes or no? And explain why. So kung may gustong mag-comment sa questions, pwede rin. We will wait for that. Okay. So I think that's all for my presentation for this morning. Thank you very much for your active participation.
All right. Thank you so much, Mom Jack and Sir Gab, for that very helpful talk to our dear learners. Indeed, it is very essential to identify our skills and abilities that will help us in determining the most realistic profession and career fitted for us. So this time we will listen to another speaker, an amazing ABM teacher of Mintal Comprehensive High School. Let's welcome Ma'am Jacqueline Laput.
Okay, good morning. So, my discussion is for about the module 5. So, the career guidance module for grade 11 students. So, my dream. So, what do you want to become in the future? Ano yung gusto nyo? Ano yung gusto nyong maging in the future? So at the end of this module, so the student will be able to or expected to determine the qualifications, abilities, and skills necessary in the preferred position, profession, vocation, and future. Decide on the preferred life and career, and lastly, share insights and experiences in the process of choosing the best life and career. So, skill mo ba ito? So there's a scenario. Next item please. So choose between Andrew and Maynard. So the first scenario is Andrew and Maynard work in the same company. Andrew is a senior specialist and does his work efficient and effectively. However, he gets too easily irritated when the manager asks him to revise a work or mentor a new employee. Others try to avoid him because of this. So Maynard, on the other hand, is less than a year in the company, but he gets along with the majority of the employees. When others or the manager critiques his work, he humbly accepts and try to adjust accordingly. So now the question is, if you are the manager or if you are in the shoe of the manager of the company or manager in the company, whom would you prefer to train for promotion? Is it Andrew or Maynard? Second scenario is Nicole was very happy because she was able to put up a small restaurant in their community. The customer kept coming back. Somebody even suggested for Nicole to market her business through social media. She smiled but wondered how she would do this since she is not really good in computer works. So now, if you are Nicole, how would you solve this dilemma? So the answer of those scenario is will be posted in the Google Classroom of every section. So now, what are the hard skills and the soft skills? So hard skills is the specific competency skills, knowledge and abilities needed to perform or a specific task or role. So hard skills, sample of hard skills are marketing skills and the technical skills. So now, what are the soft skills? So soft skills is a personality traits, or social competencies and skills, knowledge and abilities used to perform interpersonal activities and unique tasks. So sample of soft skills are communication skills, critical thinking, and leadership skills. So what are the qualifications? Of course, when you are applying for a job, Uh, first is the educational credentials. Then, skills certificate. For example, in TVL track, EIM, and BPP. So, there's what we call certificate or NC2. Even another one is the experiences, personal qualities, and line of expertise. So, every one of us has our own expertise or doon tayo magaling. So now, what are your skills? Then, what are the interests? What are your qualifications? Just try to ask it to yourself. Ano ba yung meron kayo? So, I know that you are familiar with the resume. So, dati, I think dati tinatawag ito or same ito sa tinatawag nating biodata. But resume is no proper format kasi yung resume. So now, resume is a powerful tool that makes your strength and competencies to prospective employer. It provides a brief yet substantive information about how you can contribute to a company or organization. So, resume, ito yung ginagamit natin or yung pinapasa natin pag mag-a-apply tayo ng trabaho. So, the content of resume is parang sino-showcase niyo yung self niyo, ano yung meron kayo, ano yung pwede niyong maitulong sa kumpanya or pwede niyong magawa. So, this is the sample of resume. So, the name of the applicant is Kyle Velasco. So, it states here the educational background, her training and leadership, organization affiliations, and even the references. So how will you answer? So what did you feel while preparing your resume? What major qualification skills and abilities for your chosen career were you able to identify in writing your resume? How will this help you in your chosen career? I know nakagawa na kayo ng resume last semester sa subject na entrepreneurship. So I know you can answer these questions. So, future formula. So, self-awareness equals to confidence, then confidence equals to career opportunities. So, these are the following are the sample or sample steps and questions an applicant or learner should prepare. So, mga gabay na katanungan sa paggawa ng isang elevator pitch. So, saan ka ba magaling? Example, I am articulate in written and oral communication. My expertise is in hairdressing. I am currently an active member of Supreme Student Government. Then, next is magbigay ng mga katangian na magpapakita ng iyong kalakasan. So, I learned fast and I can finish a task independently. So, ano mo yung mga gusto mong gawin? Or what do you enjoy doing? Example is, I am interested in manipulating the computers and in solving mathematical problems. So, I like to study nature. So, bakit mo gustong mag-apply? What is your purpose for applying? So, I am inspired on what your company is offering to the less fortunate yet deserving students. So, this is the practice session. So, sir, good morning po. Ako po ay si Eliz Reyes at nakatapos ako ng senior high school sa Elijah National High School at ang kinuha kong strand ay Humes. Mahusay po ako sa pagsusulat ng mga reports at mga opisyal na pakikipagtalastasan sa Ingles, Pilipino at Cebuano. May kasanayan din ako sa paggamit ng computers. Ang pinakamalakas kong katangian ay ang aking kahusayan sa pakikitungo sa ibang tao. Naging daan ito para bumuo ng programang makatulong sa mga kabataan sa aming komunidad. May karanasan ako sa pakikipag-ugnayan sa iba't ibang ahensya para magbigay ng magandang programa ang mga kabataan sa paglilinang ng kanilang kaisipan at kasanayan. Ilan sa mga ito ay ang camping at retreats. Ang karanasang ito ay nagtulak sa akin upang maibahagi sa kanila ang naging karanasan na gagabay para sa paghahanda tungo sa kanilang mabungang kinabukasan at maging responsableng mamamayan sa hinaharap. So that's a sample of teach speech. So let's process. So what do you feel when you are asked to present yourself orally? So in what way this activity help you to better prepare for your future? What is your plan or alternative if ever you will not be included in the list of scholarship or successful applicants? So are the others options possible way to take after this opportunity? With your skills and abilities, what can you contribute to your country 5 to 10 years from now? So in the near future. So those questions will be posted in Google Classroom sa inyong kanya-kanyang mga advisors. So all you need to do is to answer that one in the Google Classroom. So the next module will be tackled by Sir Joshua.
Thank you, Ma'am Jack, for sharing your thoughts and knowledge, which guide our learners in matching their potentials and expertise with the right career. All right, the attendance link is now flashed on your screen. Please don't forget to register. Thank you. I believe our learners are now ready to soar up high and follow their dreams this time. To tighten our conviction as to the career path we want to pursue, let us listen to this brilliant linguist teacher, Sir Joshua Barangay, as he talks the topic up, up in the ladder of my career.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, guys and girls. How are you? So, I'm going to talk about uh, the module 6. Uh, Next slide, mom. It's up, up in the ladder of my career. So, education provides stability in life, and it's sometimes that no one can ever take. It is uh, a learning that no one can take from us. Okay, so education is not a ladder of opportunity, but it is also an investment in our future. So, by Ed Markey. So, what does it mean to us? Education is not only a ladder of opportunity, but it also hones our skills, abilities to become a better person. Okay, so it provides us financial security, allows for self-dependency, um, make your make your dreams come true, and aside from that, um, it helps us become part of a society after we graduate. Okay, so I have a quote here: "Before you can earn, you need to learn." This is a quote from famous guy named I don't know if you know this guy. His name is Elon Musk, and he is actually buying Twitter right now. So, what is this all about? So, it all starts in learning. Okay, if you remove L, and here you go, you can have the earning. Okay, so it takes about 10,000 hours, if I am not mistaken, to master a skill. So, you need to reflect on what you would like to to be in the future. 'Di ba? When we're young, we are asked by our parents before, what would you like to be? And some of us would want to become a president. Some of us would want to become a mayor. So I hope we can actually do that. But as we grow old, as we get age, no, especially in right now, na it's a critical decision making time for us to choose what career to have, no. There are a lot of factors to consider. So we have our parents, we have our peers, and we have our wants, we have our hobbies. So we need to consider those things. But most of all, you need also to consider what you would like to do, okay, in the future. Ano ba talaga ang gusto mo? Okay? So again, it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill. I think it's about 6 months. Okay? So next slide please. So reminders. So we need to have activity sheets and pen for this, but since this is online, you can actually comment on the chats chat box here. Okay. So our objectives for today is name the name at the end of this module you are expected to name the pros and cons of the decision made for life and career, and B, formulate ways on how to address the possible challenges in areas of enrichment. Okay. So here we have the first activity. Choose three challenges or concerns in relation to what you are presently experiencing in your chosen career from the following list below. Rank them 1 to 3, 1 as the highest, 3 as the lowest. Okay, so this will be our activity. So we have activity 1 entitled My Priorities. Financial status, we have health, job opportunities, influence, so on and so forth. Now, we'll go this one by one and tell me how you would like to rate it. Okay? You may write it on the comment section. Okay, let's have financial status. So, from 1 to 3. Okay? So, we have here parents influence. Okay. So do we have someone? Okay. So next. So I hope you're doing this part. Let us know. Okay. Next slide, please. So let's try to reflect from the activity that we have. Okay. We have the first question reflecting from the activity. What have you realized? Okay. So what have you realized from those factors? We have their financial status, we have health. Okay, what are your realizations? Number two, what made you decide in choosing the first three priorities? What do you think? Number three, what do you think are the factors that you have to consider in career planning? Okay. So there are many factors that you need to consider, like, for example, the financial status of your family. Aside from that, the influence of your parents. Okay. Uh, Third, it might be your skills and abilities. Fourth, if do we have a job to be land off after we graduate? Meron ba kayang trabaho makukuha natin after we graduate? So there are things to consider. Okay? So you only need to choose three priorities. It is important to have priority for us to be directed. It is like somewhat a compass in our life. Okay? So, pag may compass tayo, we know where we are going. Okay? So, you need to choose three priorities. Next slide, please. So, taking the steps. Next slide. So, here's another activity. After you have chosen the three priorities, we have here factors in choosing a career. Okay? So, which has a greater weight? So, we have the pros and cons. When we speak about pros, these are the advantages. And what are those? And we have cons. And when we speak of cons, these are the disadvantages. So we have the factors in choosing a career. We have employment opportunity, financial capability of the parents. We have global opportunity. We have health, high-paying job profession, F, interest. So these are the factors. So when we speak about employment opportunity, again, in local or in your area, do we have uh, do we have do we have a demand for that job? Let's say may sakit ba? Let's say gusto mo maging doktor. Do we have nurses or doctors in your place? Kung wala, then you can consider it. The next is financial capability of the parents. Okay. Now I know some of you has having a hard time, especially in managing their expenses or balancing their liabilities and assets, no, kung meron man, no. So we need to consider the financial capability of your parents. Kasi let's say if I want to become a doctor and your parents doesn't have enough uh, finance money or doesn't have enough uh, some cash flow sa bahay nyo, so hindi pwede po yan. So we need to assess our control. Okay, so ano bang control natin? If we can work, we can actually look for I'm not telling you to give up on your dream, but you can actually look for a scholarship. Scholarship if you're good, if you really want to become a doctor, so you need to take seriously your academic. Okay, so uh, let's say kung meron naman si papang capacity, then you can go. Next is global opportunity. So one of the common problems that we have in global is about our environment, okay? Climate change. So may mga trabaho po dyan. Let's say when we talk about in the Philippines, one of the biggest investment siguro dito is about renewable energy. Makikita nyo naman sa Maynila, walang masyadong naghihirap doon sila sa mataas na presyo ng tubig at saka kuryente. So, what are these things tells us? Na this tells us that um, we need to solve problems, and if there are problems to be solved, there are opportunities. Okay, so it might be you can become as an environmentalist. Ayan. Okay, so you need to consider these things: high paying job or profession, interest. Okay, so what I can advise you is if you're on into your job right now, or if you have chosen a job or a career, no? You work on it. Okay? Master a skill. So, buhaton yun na nimo siya. from time to time. Again, it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill. Okay, so that ends our topic for Module 6 for the activity. Thank you for listening, and I'll give the floor for the next speaker for our Module 7.
Indeed, there are many career options to choose from. So, dear learners, you must learn to manage your choice of career or life goal. When you encounter challenges that somehow affect you from reaching your goal, do not give up. Just as career options are numerous, so are the possible ways of addressing the test. Thank you, Sir Joshua, for that inspiring talk. This time, we will hear from our ICT experts who will be talking to us the topic Beginning the Journey, Where I Am. A virtual applause to Sir Timoteo Corpus and Sir John Patrick Gige.
Hello and good morning again. No, once again, thank you, Ma'am Gay, for that wonderful introduction. So I am tasked to discuss to you what are the beginning. Where are you now? Actually, the beginning of your journey or beginning your career. So let's start with this quote by APJ Abdul Kalam, which is, "Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better future." So it's this may be ano no, pero when we say we sacrifice for today, it's to work hard for today. So if you work hard and you work hard in this and you will get success, no, in reaching your goals in life, no. Next slide, sir. So the objectives for our topic for today, it's to discuss their presence your present situation in relation to their status of life profession, enumerate the differences areas to be considered in planning for life and profession, and evaluate the relevance of their current situation in planning for life and profession. Meaning to say, this will be our lecture for today. It's all about career development. So this is a lifelong process, no? So basically, you will always continue, ano, we always want to improve, continuous improvement with with your career, no? So like process in which physical and cognitive emotional development, which is we have two factors. We have the psychological factors and the social factors. The psychological factors, which is our mental and emotional state. Okay, basically, this includes the knowledge, the attitude, the values and beliefs, and the emotional intelligence. While in the social factors, so this is personally what I or when I say social factors, that is in how you behave in the society, no, how you behave, and the things that may affect your lifestyle. So it may be it includes the occupation or the job. If you're a student, syempre you're a student, no, that you are the safety of the environment plus the social support that you're having. Okay, these factors affects our abilities to make healthy and choices, accord medical care and housing management, stress, and more. So those are the two factors in career development. Now, so aside from those two factors, we have this the most important feature that affects the vocational development are the skills that the individual has. So what is the skills, by the way? Skills are acquired in training. Okay, lalo na sa TVL, always in training, no? So hanggang sa maging expert tayo when it comes when the series of training in our field, no? Basically, however, the development of these skills can only be possible with the environment support. So ano ba yung environment support? Down, those are the persons who are around you. So which kasama mo nyo sa bahay, kasama nyo sa klase, kasama natin sa kung sakaling kasama natin sa buhay. So this includes syempre your family and your friends that which push you to grow. Okay. Each person has different difficulties and boundaries that may hinder him or her from pursuing a career goal, which is this is the SWOT activity, which will be explained by Sir Tim mamaya. Enab- Enables the learner to realize and prioritize their own interests that they owe to value in planning for life, because this will lead them to whatever career goal they want to achieve. Okay, by this remote activity, you will learn from that kung ano ba yung ating needs and ano ba yung meron na tayo. Okay, as we journey towards our career, so this is actually the start of our career, no? Even though we're a student, if we're planning to pursue whatever the goal you want, no? Yung pagiging estudyante, diyan na po magsa-start yung career natin. Diyan mo de-develop, diyan tayo magpa-practice. This is the beginning, by the way. As we journey towards our career, we see the road is long and rough. There are times that we do not find enough strength and sustain us, but through it all, we strive to get and move. They move on. We discover our strengths and build on our weaknesses to become stronger in the pursuit of reaching our goals. Sabi nga nila, when you experience negative, no, or positive, that will be always our best teacher. Okay, so it will guide you, or it will give you learnings from what you have experienced. It may be good or bad. Life must be rough, or sometimes up or sometimes down. You will really learn from it. Okay, this quotation is actually from Carlton Fisk, which it's not what you achieve. From what I have said kanina, no, it's not what you achieve, it's what you overcome. So basically, kung ano yung na-overcome natin from our problems, from our experiences, don't, when we, how can I put this? Okay, well, do not give up. There always be a tomorrow, no? So, if you're stressed, just relax, take easy about things, then move forward. That defines your career. Yan po siya. And the next topic will be discussed. This will be our activity for this module. Will be discussed by Sir Tim. Sir?
Hello, good morning once again. Um, for your activity for today is all about the SWOT activity or SWOT analysis. Ma'am, next slide. SWOT analysis, in this main activity, you will be introduced the use of SWOT analysis as an understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and lead them to take action if necessary about your future career. The SWOT analysis will be also help your learners and your parents to narrow down a chosen career with understanding and acceptance based on the family socio-economic situation. Sa SWOT analysis, natay four factors: the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths is uh, internal attributes nga naga-supports for our successful outcomes. For example, hardworking, open-minded, thoughtful, and drawing. Ang weaknesses is the internal attributes gihapon, pero against siya sa atoang successful outcomes. For example, busy, wala na tay time sa tuang sarili. Indecisive and impatient. Bali dali ra ta masuko. Sa indecisive is dili din ta maka create og decision. Get bored quickly and writing essays. Sa opportunities, external attributes. For example, we decide on an idea. I am or happy to work with sa inyong mga working coworkers. Plan ahead, create exciting concept for final and show off the skills I have learned throughout course. Threats, mga hinder na to, mga threats atong kinabuhi. For example, lost autism in project. Bali, mawala ang tagana sa tong paghimo sa tong mga project. Take too long to make a start on the project. Di ba usahay kay parehas aning Filipino time. For example, natay sabot nga mo abot makita tag 8 a.m. pero mga abot ta og alas 12 na sa udto. Mura siya ang Filipino time. Threats gihapon na siya. Rush and put time over quality. Sa atong sobra kadali-dali nga magbuhat ta og project, dili na to ibutang ang quality sa tong project. And not complete by the end line or the deadline and fail the course. Next slide, please. Procedure. 1. Provide learners with SWOT analysis activity sheet. 2. In the first column, have them indicate their present track, strands, and specialization. And 3. Have learners write down other challenges and concerns that they encounter as specified in each column of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This is a sample worksheet for the academic track. Sa example, natay academic track, ang strand is ABM. Sa MCHS, natay upat ka strand sa academic track, which is the ABM, STEM, and the UMS. Sa ato ang sample worksheet, ang strength sa ato ang sample student na siya have a good mathematical skills. Ang weaknesses daw niya is not so good with English communication skills. Ang third, opportunities, the scholarship in college, and the job opportunities in locality. Ang threats is financial issues. Kasagaran na to threats is kawadun sa tong kinabuhi. And proximity of the school for college. Bali, ang school sa tuang lugar, di ba, usahay ang mga students nga gikan sa bukid mo ato pag syudad para lang makaskwela. Isa ra sa to mga threats. Next slide, ma'am. Another example is the worksheet for TVL. TVL Home Economics, ang example. Sa MCHS, natay tulo ka strand sa TVL, which is the ICT, the HE, and IA. Ang IA, ang specialized is EIM. And for the ICT, ang specialization is the CSS. The strengths sa itong sample worksheet for TBL is artistic, practical, analytic thinker, patient, honest, and people person. Ang weaknesses niya is easily discouraged, less information of the latest food and beverage production issues, communication skills, verbal and written. For the opportunities, natay local and international employment for the TVL home economic and entrepreneurship or mag-business siya for the TBL home economic. Ang threats is the local small business competitors. Di ba kung mag-create ta og business sa to ang lugar, naa jud tay mga competitors. And upgrading of skills in food and beverage production. And lastly is the stagnation of businesses. Bali, wala na siya nag-flow ang atuang business. And kindly, ma'am, pakibalik ko sa kuan. Kindly screenshot mo ni siya to ang uh, murag worksheet for your activity for today. And isubmit ninyo hang activity sa inyong respective advisors per section. Next slide, ma'am. According to Christian D. Larson, an American author, the true purpose of strong is to promote greater strength in the weak and not to keep the weak in that state where they are at the mercy of the strong. Next slide, ma'am. And that's all. Thank you. And once again, good morning.
Thank you, teachers, for sharing your thoughts, which leads to the realization of our dear learners' chosen profession or career goal. How to be successful. This time we will hear from these two excellent and successful entrepreneur teachers of Mintal Comprehensive High School. Let's welcome Ma'am Iraida Juna Estacio and Ma'am Grace Chicote to talk to us the topic about I Plan to Succeed. Take it away, teachers.
Thank you, Ma'am Sia. Good morning, students. So for this morning, I think every one of you are ready to hear. This last module will be talking more about the plan to succeed. So all of you have strengthened to the different strategies, ideas on how to choose a career. So this time, I am going to present to you what are the things that you should do in order for you to succeed in your chosen career. Okay, so our session objectives is to familiarize themselves with the learning standards and expected learning outcomes covered by Module 8, I Plan to Succeed. Acquaint themselves of the different activities included the modules and simulate how the module should be administered using varied suggested activities. Okay, so this would be our content standard for this morning to implement the steps leading to the realization of chosen profession or vocation according to the international standards. There is also some of our competencies to identify critical aspects that should be valued, planning for life and profession, to present procedures leading to the attainment of life goals, to formulate plans to the chosen profession, vocation, and future, to show the implementation of steps based on plans. Okay, so we are highlighting that the two competencies, which is to formulate plans for the chosen profession, vocation, and future. And the last one is to show the implementation of steps based on plans. Okay, let's start. Okay, next slide. Okay, so as you can see the bottom, so let's get started. Okay, so as what you can see in the picture, so we are going to plan on how to achieve our life goals. So as you can see, there is a man uh, running, and as you can see, di ba, na-finish niya na ang kanyang goals. So what are the things that we should consider in finishing or achieving our goals? Let's find out. So we should always consider SMART as specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So as you all know that one of the most important characteristic that we have and important things that we should consider is this abbreviation SMART. So do not forget this one, especially in goal setting. Okay, all right. So we have here the STAR. So aside from the SMART, we also have the STAR. So STAR stands for specific, time, areas, and reflect. So when you are going to plan, if you already have that plan, then that's the time that you need to know if your plan is specific. Of course, it should also be timely because you should not put a plan that is not attainable. And you also consider the areas on what particular plan will be held. Then you should also reflect after making all the plans that you have. Okay, next. Okay, so these are the steps on setting up or achieving your goals. So simply by writing a specific goal. So same with when you go to the market, you are writing something that you would like to buy. And if you don't have the list, it would not be easy for you to purchase what you really need. That is why same with our goals, we should always see to it that we have a written note so that we can never forget any important goals or plans that we have. Okay, next. Next, so we have here a sample. So we are talking about career. So when you have already determined what would be your career in the future, so you need to note what is your goal. So we have a sample here. I will get a good job. Then, of course, what would you do if you want to get a particular job? You need to work for it. So I will work as a professional secondary teacher at a public school where I can continue to learn and advance to higher positions. So from the specific plan, then you will take an action into what would be the outcome of your particular goal or plans. Okay, next. After making those columns, you need to write goals in several time frames. So there should be a time allocation for your specific goals. For that, for you to be able to achieve really according to the time that you allocate. Okay, next. Okay, so aside from in making a time frame, there is a long term and short term. So of course, for long term, it takes 5 to 20 years. So say for example, if you are planning to become a teacher and it took for you 5 years to study in tertiary, in college, then after that, you look for the particular school that you will offer your skills. So it would be part of the long term goals. But if you want a short term goals, you can also do. Next. So we have here a midterm goals can be achieved between the short term and long term. So meaning you are in the middle, not that short but not that long. So you need to have maybe 1 to 5 years. So say for example you want to finish senior high, then that is an example of midterm goals. Okay, now we have in the short term. So when we talk about short term, so it should consist less than a year. So say for example, after this semester, I want to get or I want to become an honor student. So you need to get 95 or 90 to 99 grades so that you can be able to become an honor student. Next. So this is another step, the step 3, write goals in several areas of life. So in life and career planning, it is important that we aim for balanced life. So you should not always like doing studying all the time, but you need to balance your time. You also have time for your family, time for your friends, time to travel, so that you will not get bored on what you are doing and you will become effective in attaining your goals. Okay, next. Reflect on your goals. So this is the reflection time. If you really find if you satisfy on what you attain in that particular time frame. So if you have already achieved your goals or not, then it's time for you to reflect. So applying the different options, so you should have a plan A, plan B, or plan C. That is so that you have an alternative options for your unsuccessful plans or successful plans. Next, spot check. So check in with your feelings. So all the time that we do the planning, always see to it that you're really happy or you are confirmed by yourself that you really love the plans or you're really interested to the plans that you have because it will be useless. The next, check for alignment. If you are taking up ABM now, so it should be aligned when you go to college. You should take accountancy, business courses so that it will be aligned properly. Next, Okay, checks for the obstacles. So we cannot avoid obstacles. So that's the time that we are going to, or we should prepare ourselves for the different problems or conflict that we may encounter in attaining our goals. Then the fourth one is check for immediate steps. So meaning if there are some instances that you cannot conquer, or you cannot overcome the challenges or the obstacles, these are the methods that you need to do an immediate strategies, or other strategies that you can overcome those obstacles. Next. Yes, so we have another speaker for this topic. Thank you. Thank you, students.
Okay. Have a pleasant day, everyone. Okay pa ba ang lahat? Baka gutom na. Okay, anyway, Ma'am Chicote, we're going to discuss the last portion of chapter module 8. So I'm going to discuss with the career planning. Okay, time to plan. Of course, class, you should know how to use the time. No? Uh, in Japan, they will always say, time is gold. Okay? So make use of the time when you're going to have your career planning. Next, please. Okay. Career planning is a continuous process of learning and developing in the chosen field. It focuses on making informed decisions and managing and organizing your profession or vocation. Okay? You can choose your own profession. Okay? Usually, pag mga shall we say, yung mga STEM student, usually they're going to plan. They're planning to have the career in engineering, no? Medical courses. You're going to have this as a nurse, no? Mga nursing student or mga doktor, di ba? Or you can have also your vocation. If you want to have yung malapit sa loob ng malapit sa kamay ng Panginoon. So you can have also you can have your as a nun. Alam niyo yung nun, magiging madre kayo. Or you can serve the Lord, no? Yung magiging pari or you become a priest. Okay, so you can have your own choices, no? Mas maganda yung kayo talaga ang pipili. Next, please. Okay, so we have here the planning in a career planning model. So knowing yourself, finding out, making decisions, and the last one will be the taking actions. Knowing yourself, of course, kung meron ka bang skills, of course, everybody has a unique individuals, no? We have our different skills, we have our likes and dislikes. So we have also, we call this one values, okay? So as we all know that attitude is the very important, no? Especially pag nasa klase, ang teacher talaga is titingin talaga sa attitude or behavior ng isang mga estudyante, no? So wala yan lahat pag hindi maganda ang values. Okay, so finding out, exploring what is out there, no? You're going to explore ano kaya ang gusto ko? Ano kaya ang pwede ko yung courses na pwede na makaya sa aking isipan at saka sa money. It becomes in money matters, no? Hindi pwede na kayo lang ang masusunod. Dapat meron ding yung parents talaga, no? If you have the willingness na gusto magtapos and then you find out ano yung gusto, baka sa huli magsisisi ka lang, no? So making decisions, of course, hindi lang ikaw ang magde-decide, both you and your parents. Okay? So comparing options tayo dyan. So we have our taking actions. Now, you have your working towards your goal. So meaning andun ka na sa climax. So meaning you have to pursue, you have to proceed, no? Kailangan tapusin talaga kung ano yung pinasok, no? Especially if you are going to enroll as an engineering, no? Especially sa STEM, engineering is very hard, no? Kaya mahirap talaga. So especially if you're going to enroll in University of Southeastern Philippines, actually mabigat ka na diyan pag makatapos ka na ng ano, pag malampas mo yung fourth year at saka fifth year, mabigat ka na talaga diyan. So meaning kayang-kaya mo talaga. Okay? Especially for those students who are TVL. Of course, Ma'am Chikot is handling TVL students. So if you're going to plan to have your future, if you want to be a chef, of course, you have yung kinukuha mo yung TVL strand, which is the cookery or the BPP. So finding out, explore kayo kung saan ang gusto, no? You have your performance task to make sure na kayang-kaya mo. Especially those are teachers na nag-evaluate, no? So doon mo makikita na kaya ko pala, no? So you're making decisions, okay na ito, I will go. Okay? And then taking actions, if kaya mo na, equip na ang bata, then you can have your NC2. Okay? So NC2 is not just an ordinary, that is national certificate, which is you can use that one either ito local or international. Okay, sir, next. Okay, so here are the steps in career planning. Knowing yourself. Self-awareness is a critical aspect in career planning. You need to start from yourself. Okay, you can start within yourself. Okay, you should know where you are now and where you want to be. Also, this is where will identity clearly your life and career goals. So, dapat yung gusto mo talaga, no? Para walang sisihan. Baka magsabi, si mama manggod ba? Kani manggod ang gi-choose. But, you can have your own choices. Basta kaya, walang problema. Okay, next slide please. Finding out. So, you will explore the different jobs opportunities in the market for career options. So, you can utilize the labor market informations and other resources and tools previously discussed in Module 3. So to look up for job descriptions, wages, job requirements, and job market projection. Actually, you can find or you can hunt a job in DOLE, no? So meron din ganyan sa DOLE. It's the Department of Labor and Employment. Okay? In TESDA, so they are also hunting mga skilled students na pwede kayo i-endorse ng mga company, no? They are searching for skilled students, especially for those hard skill students. Okay? Actually, there are two mga job. We have the blue collar job and the white collar job. If we're going to say white collar job, yung mga nasa offices, no? Okay, if we're going to say blue collar job, that those are the people who are working outside, just like yung mga with the yung mga builder, yung mga nag-construct ng mga building like that. Okay, so for job description, of course, if you want to be a teacher, kailangan meron kang experience that you are teaching, no? Okay, wages. Okay, if we're going to say wages, salary. Okay, so dapat higher position, the high put ang salary. Job requirements, ang job market projection. Okay, next slide. Okay, our discussion. Okay, these questions, we're going to answer this one in your subject. You can answer this one and then you can submit this one to your subject teachers. Okay, so next please. Okay, we call this one career development plan. So what will be your plan after? Next please. Okay, so I have a sample here. The name of the student is Mark Daniel G. Sagal. Ang strand na kinuha niya is GAS, so which is the General Academic Strand. Okay, her mission is to become a registered professional teacher who is specialist in education and possesses skills in teaching public speaking and writing. So, may goal setting siya for long term. So, 5 years to 20 years from now. Okay, as you can see, 5 to 20 years, we're going to become a registered professional teacher in a junior high school teaching computer subject. So, next ano niya is finish the master's degree in education technology. So, to be promoted as an education program supervisor in my division. No, so maganda ang kanyang mission kasi gusto talagang magiging supervisor in their division. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so we have the long-term goal to become a registered profession teacher as a junior school teaching computer subject again. Okay, so we're going to graduate a senior high school as general academic strand with honor. Okay, finish my bachelor's degree in information technology education in the Philippines. Pass the licensure examination for teachers with high rating. So we have here the medium-term goal, which is the organize my day through my daily planner. Get a final grade of 90 above in all grade subject. So meaning talaga kukuha ta kayo ng 90%. Improve communication skills and participating in different co-curricular activities and clubs like school paper, speech, lab, etc. Okay, so this one really applies for the students, no? For short-term goal number 2, get final grade of 90 above in all subject. Wow, no? So 90 talaga. So, first is you're going to research and write about a speech. So, meron siyang date, no? August 5. Kailangan nakaano talaga siya. Meron siyang date, no? Then memorize and practice my speech on August 8. So do a final rehearsal for my speech. So kailangan nakaano talaga siya from 5, nakaano talaga na meron siyang day na talagang gagawin niya ito. Okay? So we have also research in the library. Yan. Time allotted, date allotted is August 8. Research online for journals, contemporary studies. So write chapter 1, write chapter 2 and 3. So next slide. Okay, so we have also prepared the first semester final exam. Ito na siya, okay? So August 16, meron siyang date niya, may gagawin siya, review the following subject, organize, study with group with friends, and meet every day for 2 hours on August 16. So on and so forth. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this will be your reflection, your timeline, no? Ito yung activity na gagawin nyo. Okay? So given there, today's date, and ito yung reflection niya, isubmit niya sa inyo ang mga advisor. Okay? So that is very easy, no? Madali lang yan sagutan. Okay, next slide please. So I have sample here. Okay, graduation date, okay. 4 years to work on how I want my life to. Things I need to do this year: study hard to get good grade, apply for scholarship program, earn a national certificate from TESDA. Okay. Actually, sa TESDA ngayon, there are some scholarship talaga na nagbibigay sila ng allowance, no? Especially for those students who are graduating. TESDA is offering scholarship, which is the 3 diploma course, which is the 3 years. So so may mga allowance sila, may mga free books, ganyan, okay? So those are for free, no? Wala talagang babayaran. Okay, so next. Okay, for your evaluation. Okay, next slide please. Okay, yan ang sample. Okay, the name, a professor who appreciates book, ganyan. So those are the example of bio poem. Okay, next slide. Okay, it's time to shine. Sinabi dito, superstar. So if you, okay, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. Okay, So if you believe in your dreams, and then you can achieve everything. Okay? So there was a saying that comes from Melt Blogs. Fight for your dreams and nobody will do it for you. So meaning, kayo lang talaga. Wala, hindi aasa sa iba, kundi kayo lang. And that's all for today. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, teachers, for sharing your thoughts and ideas on how to succeed in life. This time, let us acknowledge our Watch awardees. Tan tadan tadan tadan. Mamel, who are our Watch awardees or early birds? Let me read to you the text. Certificate of recognition is awarded to for advocating time consciousness in attending the career guidance orientation for grade 11 students of the school year 2021-2022 via online streaming. Given this 29th day of April 2022 in Mintal Comprehensive High School, Senior High School, Mintal, Tugbok District, Davao City. Signed, Marian R. Isid, Senior High School Watch Coordinator, Rupert John G. Alicaya, Senior High School Guidance Counselor, Sheila T. Espanyol, Mintal Comprehensive High School Guidance Counselor, and Sir Rodrigo J. Cayanong, Senior High School Principal 2. Congratulations to John Xavier D. Barabona from grade 11 Caladium. A virtual applause. Another Watch awardee, Alpha Pia P. Magno from grade 11 Monstera. Another Watch awardee, we have Bea Renee P. Kinangan from grade 11 Philodendron. Another student from grade 11 Philodendron, we have Mercil A. Asuncion. Congratulations, learners, and keep up the good work. Oh, another one, we have Gracie Alapan. From what section? Okay, still from grade 11, Philodendron. Wow, ang daming taga Philodendron section, Philodendron dito ah. I believe our learners are now full of knowledge, aspirations, and convictions on what career to pursue in college after hearing all those talks, right? But before we apply and share our learnings in this orientation seminar, let us listen and welcome virtually our very own dynamic and versatile senior high school coordinator, no other than Dr. Norman R. Galabo, for a closing message. Doc Norman?
Thank you, Ma'am Sia. Am I clear? Okay, so good morning, everyone. So I would like to congratulate for the organizers, the grade 11 curriculum, Ma'am Juna Estacio, for leading this event, no? Especially for the career guidance program, as well as to all the speakers and facilitators. Congratulations for a job well done. I would like to congratulate also for those who participated or participate this career guidance program, no, on behalf of our school principal, Sir Rodrigo Cayanong. So I hope that you have gained some insights, no, on how to achieve your dreams in life and to be guided as to what career to take, no, in the future, especially in college. And you will have your different curriculum exits someday because you are still grade 11, but at least now you will have your idea already about um, your career path. No? If you're going to proceed with the college or education, if you opted to have to be an entrepreneur or to work, so it is your option, no? It is your decision. So, but most importantly, you will be guided, no? And you may also ask the guidance or advice from your respective teachers, subject teachers and advisors. Okay. For sure, they have also an idea, no, as to your abilities, your capabilities as students and future professional individuals. So, um, mas maayo nga mangutana, no, kung isa nakamaayo sa inyo in the future because though we have limited time, but for sure they have also some suggestions that may help you or enlighten you as to what particular course you're going to take in college or what career path you're going to take in the future. So this program is actually a flagship program of the Department of Education. If you can still remember, in junior high school, you or elementary, we also have career guidance. No? And now we intensify that one in the senior high school because you are soon to exit the senior high school portals of the DepEd. So because soon you will graduate in the senior high school. So that's the time you need to apply, no, to make some important decision in life, especially in what to pursue, whether you're going to have your employer or work, or you may have to proceed to the education or proceed to a particular course. So regardless of your track or strand, as long as you are a graduate of a senior high school, you can enroll in college. No? Whether you are TVL, you can still proceed to college. However, it would be an advantage for the academic track, especially for ADM, UMS, and STEM, no, to proceed to higher courses. For STEM, you can have the engineering, medical, and other related courses. For UMS, you can have education, criminology. For business related, you have the ABM. So TVL, you can still enroll in the chosen um, college course or degree. But it depends on the qualification also of the university or the college, no? Because they have also some standards. But a general rule, you will be accepted in college if you want to proceed to college. If not, you can have your work first, then later you can enroll in college. What is very important is you will graduate now in the senior high school level. So I hope you have gained something and that would help you also in making your decision. Kahit na grade 11 pa kayo, but then you need to, of course, you need to be serious and find ways, no, on how to make a good decision. So with that, congratulations and thank you also to our ICT team, no, for the assistance, no, especially Ma'am Mel and the rest of the team, the ICT people for facilitating and initiating this live, streaming of our career guidance program. And congratulations also, Ma'am Sia, for a job well done for hosting this event. So with that, thank you so much, grade 11 students, and as well as maybe some of your parents are also watching. Congratulations and God bless everyone. Thank you.
Today, we receive a lot of information which inspire us to pursue our dreams. As Albert Schweitzer said, success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. In behalf of Mental Comprehensive High School, Senior High School Department, Administration, and staff, good day, everyone, and thank you all for joining. Have a happy lunch.